Wow, we haven't done one of these in a long time, but today is different because today they revealed some pretty cool cards, as well as it was just the strategy presentation, so they revealed quite a lot of information and pretty cool stuff. So in the beginning, first part, we're going to just be talking about the new cards, because that's just, what people are sometimes here for. And in the second part, we're going to just be talking about the other stuff, which is pretty substantial. A lot of cool stuff is happening, so we'll get to that. So first off, let's take a look at what this is. This looks like a crest, and it is. It is the crest for Alter Ego Messiah from the Messiah, a deck set, a stride set, or whatever. Right? It has pretty much the same effects as the Chronojet one. So you can perform stride. You cannot ride other grade 3 or greater cards without Messiah in their card name, right? And then your Messiah becomes a 13k, like original power becomes 13k, and this allows you. It also means you can run the old Alter Ego Messiahs, all the ones from G era, right? It's same idea, and then it also has the power gaining effect, which is really insane. So during your turn, if a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Messiah in its card name, all of your front row units get power plus 5,000 for each face-up card in your G zone. So very similar to the same thing as the Chronojet one. People have been saying it's really strong because they combo it with Fate Rider, and I guess like with Messiah, you'd be doing it with like Amnesty Messiah, right? And basically like unlocking your stuff to get those multi attacks, I'm guessing. So again, there's still that value from the multi attack and the power from this. But the last effect is very interesting. So this one is auto. At the end of your turn, unlock all of your opponent's lock cards and bind those units. So if you remember old Alter Ego, I think I have it like right here. We know all the effects, right? We know all the effects. GB2, whenever a card is unlocked, you can Soul Blast and draw a card, right? Very nice. And the second one, the on stride effect, is just CB1, and then basically you lock one of your rear guards and lock one of their rear guards, and then your Vanguard gets 5k, right? And unlike zero kind of locks, Messiah locks stay, right? They're not pussy locks, let's put it like that. But now they kind of are, because just at the end of your turn, their cards get unlocked. It's not at the end of their turn. It's end of your turn. Their cards get unlocked and they get binded. So they'll never have to deal with locks in standard. Right? They never have to deal with it. They can still play their game. Nothing will get clogged. You won't have this face down card on their side going, sorry bro, can't attack this column. Which is, I think that's good. I think that's good. I think, lock is a very, how do you say it, annoying mechanic that kind of turns people away from the game. And that's not like getting, like only some clans, some decks can deal with lock as well, very efficiently and effectively. So just not forcing the entire play base to have to deal with it is probably a better idea. The bind though is not bad. Binding is still pretty strong in standard when you think about it, right? Like you play against an Ava, you bind their stuff, they feel terrible. Overdress units, you bind them, they all die. So binding is still a very strong mechanic, and kind of it gives Link Joker that kind of how do you say it? Still some kind of oomph to the game, right? It also means that you probably will never want to run this crest in premium, because I don't know. I like locking my opponents in premium. So yeah, but yeah, that's just kind of the way around it. And again, yeah, if you have the Alter Egos, you can run them right now and enjoy. So the other hypey cards that we have today is the Minerva ride line and support that's coming out in Booster Pack 8. So this is just the starter, it's the rabbit. But then we have the Witch of Frogs, Melissa. So when this unit is rode upon by a unit with only Genesis for its clan, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 2 cards from among them, put them into your soul, and shuffle your deck. And the second effect is auto. When this card is put into your drop from soul, if you have a Vanguard with Minerva in its card name, call this card to the back row, regard circle, and if you called it, you may soul charge 1. So this kind of feels like maybe you want to run more than 1? Right, this might be a 4 of, just because it comes out and like it's free value, right? It's free value. But then we have the grade 2. So this one is the Witch of Raymond's Chamomile. And then this one is auto. When this unit is ruled upon by a unit with only Genesis for its clan, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, took the 2 cards from among them and put them into your soul and shuffle your deck. So very similar to the previous card. And the second effect is auto. When this card is put from your soul into the drop during your turn, if you have a Vanguard with Minerva in its card name, counterblast 1 and call this card to the rearguard circle. So again, these 2 cards, pretty reminiscent of their old effects as well. They used to come out from their, you used to be able to, like, you know, pop them out and they come out and can create multi-attacks and things like that. So again, this is another card that seems like you might want to run a 4 of, just to be able to get that multi-attack going. And then lastly, we have the Omniscience Regalia Minerva. So continuous Vanguard Circle during your turn. If your soul has a grade 3 card with Regalia in its card name, all of your front row units get power plus 5,000. Not bad, not bad. And then the second effect is act once per turn, Soul Blast 1, look at the top card of your deck and put it on top of your deck or into your soul. It's very nice. So you can kind of, you see a 3, right? You can turbo it into soul, or if you see a trigger, you can just leave it there. Or if you see a blank, you just put into your soul again, and then hopefully you dig towards a trigger, right? And then you can get double value from the triggers, because the third effect is auto Vanguard Circle once per turn. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 3, and discard a card with only Genesis for its card, for its clan from your hand. Stand this unit and it gets drive -1 into the end of turn. So this is a very, how do you say it? Not splashable card, right? You can't really, feels like you can't really splash a lot of cards into this. It also means that I don't think you can discard PGs, right? Because they're not Genesis. You also can't discard triggers, because they're pretty much Keta. So you're exclusively discarding your encounter cards. Right? You have to discard them. So that's a bit rough, but you get to restand. And the restand, surprising unit, is a -1 drive, so it's like a 2 and a 1. It's alright. It's alright, but you get to double dip on triggers and all that, so very cool. And you can also make multi-attacks by soul blasting the witches that we saw before, right? And then it's support cards that we have. We've got Apple Witch Cider. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. If you have a Vanguard with Minerva, its card name, you may return this unit to your hand. So I think this is very similar to the other Cider variants as well, right? Boost, turn to hand, cool. And the second effect is auto. When this unit is put on the Guardian Circle, if your soul has a grade 3 card with Regalia in its card name, this unit gets shield plus 5,000 at the end of that battle. So 10k shield, right? Good value. And then lastly here, Regalia of Wisdom Angelica, right? How can we not have Minerva without Angelica? So auto Regalia Circle, at the end of the battle that this unit attacked, if you have a Vanguard with Minerva in its card name, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your Vanguards and it gets power 5,000 until the end of turn. Then put this unit into your soul as a cost and countercharge 1. So we're getting that countercharge, getting some nice, right? Getting some nice extra power, but also able to fulfill that grade 3 in soul condition that some of these cards need. So overall seems pretty solid, right? A restanding Vanguard able to make like 2 extra Reguard Circle attacks. So you can make something like, you know, Reguard, Vanguard, Reguard. Like at super max potential, that's like 6 attacks. Right? That's 6 attacks. It's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. So yeah, that's kind of that for all the card support. But then moving on, they also showed us the nice secret rares that we're getting for Lucia and Maelstrom. So I think these are 0 arts, and I think that's good, right? The 0 arts have always been really, really nice to see, and it kind of feels like a shame that they get stuck in Vanguard 0. But we're getting these now, and they look pretty. Oh, they look pretty slick, right? They look pretty slick, I have to say. And then here, this is just the more support. Well, not the more support, but the Hololive collab. These are the sleeves that you get, and you also get those kind of cards that become Michu as well in the set. So very, very cool. And then lastly, they also announced Set 9. Right? And these are the new cards that we get from Set 9. This is coming out February 3rd. So very, very cool. And you get everyone's been waiting for the mecha. Right? Everyone's been waiting for the mecha ride line, and we finally get this one. But they released a trailer for this set, and it looks it's a really good trailer. It's actually a really, really good trailer. And I think I mean, we're gonna steal some of Top Deck Heroes' screenshots, but I feel like I'm spoiling the trailer, but it's just really good. It's really good. So once again, if you don't want spoilers, go watch the trailer now, because there is just so much going on. But we see a lot of cards from this trailer. So we see this guy, right? He turns into a mecha, right? Then he turns into another mecha, right? And then we have that new mecha that we see. So that's nice, right? I like that. That looks cool, right? And then we've got the Worgen, right, from WoW. They're coming in, or the furries, pretty much. We got this kid wolf. Now he's become like, he's grown up, yeah. And then he's studying. He's going to school, and then now he's beating people up. So very, very cool. And then we got nice, right? Not much to say here, but I think it's a great ride line, right? If this is all part of the support, all that ride line. Hey, it's pretty good. And then we got the football support. Yeah, football support. You know, since they're going to America in this episode, I mean the next season, you'd expect the football support to be really, really good. And it's nice. It's nice. Now, in the trailer as well, we see the new Bruce. This is called Vehemance Bruce. I've never heard of a word called Vehemance, but I'm pretty sure we'll look it up in Google later on, and I don't know. It sounds nice. But Danji did say a new keyword, which is not Final Rush. It was like Ikibakse, which sounds more like a final burst, something like that. So, it's basically, it's not Final Rush. So Bruce might be getting a new keyword, and that should be something to look forward to. You only hear it in the trailer though, so like I said, the trailer's really good. Then we have the super plant token, it seems, right? Kind of, yeah, plant tokens. You have this card from Elden Ring, this crow, huge crow. Then you have this people saying this is the dragon form of Youthberg, right? Could be. And then we have this thing that is totally not Garmor, but looks super like Garmor and looks super slick, right? This looks cool, right? This is cool, right? Then we have, you know, Knight Dude. Then we have another Knight Dude, kind of like a Jewel Knights, right? But yeah, hey, Knight Dude. We got the the kind of the air base, right? Or you know, the floating ship that shoots out Gundams. This is the one, right? Because you got that long strip as well. And then you have a moth girl, right? Is it a moth girl or is it bat? Is it a bat girl, right? Not too sure on this one. Let me know when you watch the. We got Super Gravidia. I feel like this has to be Gravidia, right? This is new Gravidia, or it's the new Kaiju's. This is like a reworked Gravidia, reworked Kaiju kind of thing. Seems really, really interesting, right? And then Aquaforce, even more Aquaforce. This reminds me of Blue Wave. This is the Blue Wave support way back. It's the cannons. It's like the cannon on the sides, you know. And then the last one is just probably maybe Hexa Orb support, right? Maybe. And then here is I don't know about this one. This one's not that cool. Then you have this looks like Hero. I think people have been saying this is Mega Man, right? Because it's like looks like Zero. Yeah. And then we have this guy, and then last we have got Desert Gunner. Probably you shouldn't handle a Gatling gun like this. It's very loud and will probably ruin your eardrums. Yeah, don't do this. And then this girl as well, you know, shooting a little gun. This looks like this is like, oh, this has got a gun, eh? This dragon's got a gun. Probably like a prayer dragon, right? And then we have the other steel dragon, I guess, when you look at this, which is, you know, again, probably just another prayer dragon. And then we have the Trickstar going Super Saiyan. So this I think people have been saying this is like an order, which it probably is. Probably is an order. That means Jiva's probably getting some good support finally. Maybe this counter charges. That'd be nice. Hey, help a brother out, right? And then I guess I'm gonna have to say this is the coolest part of the trailer is that there is a seed, right? There's a seed coming down, and we have reverse units. Well, not really reverse units. People have been saying these are like very zombie-like units of stuff from each nation. Yeah? So like the left is Keta, the second one's Stoikea. This one is Dark States. Just look at the background, right? Dark States. We also this one has to be Dragon Empire, and this one would be Brandgate. And people have been mentioning this one looks like, I think, was it Crossover Dragon? So yeah, this is looking really, really cool, right? Whenever you get dark units or like zombie units of things, or reverse units of things, yeah, it's always cool, right? It's always cool. But this was actually all in one trailer, and again, I have to say, the trailers look so good. The trailer looks so good. Should definitely watch it, right? Should definitely watch it. But yeah, that's pretty much set 9. That is set 9. I think this set's called a Dragon. I think it's like Dragon Tree Invasion, right? But yeah, very, very cool. I don't know what to say. It's really cool, right? This stuff, like, whew, whew. Very, very nice, very nice. But they also announced at 10. So this is gonna be the finale for the next Wildrest episode, not episode, season, and you get to see like Virina with a mirror, right? So it's gonna, I don't know, it's got the, or it's like a prism. So you know how like prism towers in Red Alert 2? It's got the mirror shooting light to the super mirror. That's gonna shoot a huge laser beam. So yeah, maybe already announced April 7. Looking pretty good. These sets are coming out like that. You know, just like that. So can't wait. Can't wait. But they also had more. So again, new anime. So you and the gang is going to America, like mentioned before. So this is New York, right? And very cool. There is new characters. So this is the new Sophie Bell. This is an American, right? And she's playing the new the witches, right? That we kind of saw in the trailer already. This is Astrea Unica, is the name. But yeah, she looks pretty cool. Honestly, she looks really, really cool. Then we have Sam, otherwise known as Samuel Fredson. So I actually I don't know anyone called Samuel Fredson, right? This sounds more like an Indonesian name than like than the American name. But yeah, this is Sam, right? And he plays the Mecha Ride line. So it looks honestly, the mecha looks cool. the mecha looks cool. But this is this ride line is called like Blue Deathster. Agrana. I can't say it. I think the English already has his name ready, right? So very, very nice. And then lastly, we got Haruna Walker, which is a tall girl, right? A tall girl. She's apparently 170 centimeters. So don't look down on her. But they haven't really talked about much. But if we look back at the set 9 stuff, they showed two of the ride lines already associated with 2 of the characters. So unless the last one is bait, right? Maybe she plays the Worgen stuff, right? Hey, you know, could be bait, could be a red herring, right? Just how it is, yeah. Then we have Danji again. He gets the Vehemance Bruce, right? Very, very so we've kind of seen this before. And then Token Rambu's getting another collab. Hey, surprise, surprise. But yeah, this one, I want to say that this set probably won't. I don't know. This is just my speculation. I feel like this set won't be as strong as the other collab sets that we've seen. Because we've seen Shaman King is strong. Then we had like the Monster Strike, which is really, really strong. So strong that it got banned. So I feel like with Turk and Rambu, they might take it easy. They might try to be very, very careful with the set. Which means that's just my thoughts. That's just my speculation, right? And then here's kind of the release schedule. Kind of know about this. Tokoramas will take a long time, but yeah, we know everything here already from Messiah, and then the Booster Pack 10 is kind of the new stuff. So that is pretty much that. And that's pretty much all. So, look, lots of news. Actually, pretty pretty cool news when you think about it. Like this, if they continue to make really cool stuff come out, like set 9 for example is just looking insanely good. If they continue to be able to do that, I think at least standard is looking in a way cooler state, right? Way cooler state. Really impressed. And I guess it just accomplishes what a trailer should do. Yeah. Let me know what you all think in the comments below, and I'll see you all next time. All right. Bye.